What a apropos song, ladies and gentlemen. If you are listening right now, you heard Conrad the Maestro Pollack sing a song called If I Could Change the World. An awesome song, very apropos for these times. Like I said, good morning to you. Happy Father's Day out there. It's a day late, $1 short, but you know what? The message to all those dads out there that do an amazing job for their kids and their families. You know, I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. My name is Adam Handler. I'm an attorney. I'm a partner of the personal injury department at Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. And you are now officially cruising with the case handler, a show we do every single day on 93.5 FM, streaming live to Facebook, streaming live to all other social media platforms of our firm, getting the message out to you guys that there are attorneys that care, attorneys that do it much, much differently than most other attorneys out there. And as I declared on Friday, in a moment of empowerment, we are really, really good at what we do. And I will continue to say that over and over again. You can't say you're the best. You know, there are rules with respect to lawyers and marketing and being ethical. You can't say you specialize in something. You can't say you're the best. You can't say you're an expert. Other people could say it about you, and other people have said it about us, but we can't say it. So we'll just say we're really, really, really good. And if you want the phone number for really, really, really good attorneys, you'll do us all a favor and take down this number. Our phone number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID-LAW. What's PPID? PPID is Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. That's PPID. And David, you down with PPID?
You know me.
That's right. Good morning to you, brother. How was your Father's Day?
It was very good, I must say. You know,
I saw a beautiful picture of you and your children. Was that taken yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Okay. Oh no. The one that you saw, no, that was last.
Is that
year.
From a graduation or something?
Yeah,
maybe
that was from last year, graduation. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thanks a lot. You commented on it. Saw that.
Yeah. And with me today, as always, Nelson the Maverick Madrid, the partner of the immigration department, a good friend of mine, even better, an attorney. He's here answering questions with respect to deportation and change of status.
He was much better on Saturday.
He was much better on Saturday?
He knows what I'm talking about. We won't discuss it here.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to know.
He was nice enough to talk to the people.
David got me too. He gave me a call on Saturday. I'm like, hello? He's like, you're live on the radio. And it was, it's always good to be caught off guard right there. That's when true champions really shine, when the pressure's on them. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a gorgeous day. We've had an amazing run of weather lately, and we are thrilled that you are up and at 'em, no pun intended for me, listening to us and sharing your morning with us, whether you're on your way to work, on your way back from work, or sitting at home right now sipping hot coffee or maybe an iced coffee like me. We're here to help you. We're here to answer your questions 100% free. That's right. We offer 100% free phone consultations, whether it's personal injury, immigration, real estate, criminal, family. If you have a legal issue, we have a legal solution, and we are happy to give you that advice 100% for free. But again, it's all about having our number saved. 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID-LAW. Squeeze, talk to us. Tell us something good, man.
That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the voice of Adam Handler, the case handler. And we refer to him internally here as the shark because we know how aggressive he can be when he goes after the insurance companies and others for you when you get hurt in an accident. So if you get hurt in an accident, you only need the shark, as you hear the boom, 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 boom. that Conrad's playing on the pianos right there. You only need the case handler. You only need Adam Handler. You only need one man because you've got one chance, one choice to get the maximum compensation when you get hurt in that accident. You don't want to get peanuts. I mean, come on, you're not an elephant. You don't want to get peanuts. You want to get a lot of money. Now, listen, yeah, you hear me speaking about money, 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 money. Listen, money can't fix everything, okay? But it can sure help if you get hurt and you got to move around. It can sure help if you can't work for the rest of your life. It can sure help if you can't work the way you're supposed to work for the rest of your life. So that is a reason why I brag every day. I push every day. I say, get the phone number. God forbid you get hurt. I want to ensure and make sure that you're getting the most out of the insurance company to live your life. Dial this number, 844-774-3529. His name is Adam Handler, 844-774-3529. As the world opens up and we get back out there, there will be accidents, unfortunately. And fortunately, there is Adam Handler. All right. Ask anyone on the station, ask the $120 million worth of people that he has actually helped, where his clients are concerned. He has proven himself for the past 15 years. His number is 844-774-3529. Once again, Cruising with the Case Handler. It's about personal injury and about immigration law. So make sure you put your questions in the comment section if you're watching us on Facebook. And if you're not watching us on Facebook, just call us at 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Call for personal injury. Call for immigration. Do not call anyone else. I said it. Call us. All right. Good morning, gentlemen. How you all feeling?
Morning.
I want to jump the show off with whomever wants to say anything. It's the day after Father's Day. We're all happy. We all had a great day yesterday. So I'm just gonna have an open forum for the next 3 minutes. If you all want to jump in and say anything that you want to say about personal injury, about immigration, about what happened over the weekend. I wasn't paying any attention to immigration news or your friend DT Conrad. I mean, I was just enjoying my day. So anything you guys want to jump off before I jump off?
Well, phase 2 starts in New York City today. That's exciting for us.
Well, that's not immigration related, but immigration related, nothing really happened other than the rumors are becoming more pronounced that there are going to be severe restrictions announced probably very soon, could be today, on work visas and so on. Hasn't happened yet, but it's about to. But yeah, Adam, phase 2, courts are open. I know, finally. Big day today.
Phase 2. What does phase 2 mean? The courts are open. What exactly is phase 2 according to Governor Cuomo?
Well, New York City is, I should say New York is the last place, the 5 boroughs are the last place in New York State that have opened for business. We've been behind everybody else because obviously Manhattan, New York City rather, was the epicenter of the pandemic. So we were the first to basically shut down. We're the last to reopen. But phase 2 is the next step in moving back to a normal society, normal open way of doing business. The New York courts have finally opened their doors, so new actions can be filed, new lawsuits can be brought, cases that had been pending that have been basically put on hold for the last couple of months can now proceed. And lawyers are kind of back in business.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely. The courts are opening up. Well, the courts have been open now for a little while, but it's all virtual right now.
Well, nobody's been allowed in. Yeah, today we're allowed in.
Yes, to some degree. They're still limiting it, and I do not believe it's open to the public yet. I'm just
actually no. We have we're filing an action as we speak. We have somebody waiting online to get into court as we speak.
Which court is this?
Civil, New York Civil.
Ah, yes, the infamous New York Civil case we're filing. I'm sure the clerk's office, but as far as the courtrooms go, I do not believe it's open to the public yet. We are still pretty far away from jury trials, which is something that I particularly enjoy, especially because that gives our client the best possible chance at those big awards for compensation in injury cases.
Okay, but Adam, excuse me, the civil courts being open, I think that's pretty big news for a lot of the people out there listening, because this means that, you know, for those of you that weren't or haven't been aware, there has been a moratorium imposed by the governor on evictions in New York. So those people that haven't been paying their rent to landlords can't be evicted. And that moratorium continues in effect through August. I think August 20th is the deadline. In addition, if you're a landlord and you have a tenant that hasn't been paying his rent, there's been nothing that you could do about it until today. Today, you can bring an action against that tenant if he hasn't been paying his rent. You can't evict him, but you could sue him to get your rent, and vice versa. If you're a tenant and you, for whatever reason, haven't been able to pay your rent, unfortunately, your landlord can now begin an action against you. Again, can't evict you yet. That's a couple of months away, but they can start an action to recover their rent against you. And unless you can demonstrate that you're exempt from paying rent, meaning that you've been that you're sick because of COVID, you lost your job because of COVID, you're on unemployment, you have to demonstrate those things. But if you can demonstrate those things, you are exempt from having to pay your rent, at least for now. That doesn't mean you won't owe it, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's going to be affecting a lot of people, and certainly a department that we handle as well. Fred DeSico, who was on several weeks ago, our partner, handles the
we'll
real
get Fred on this week. That's a good idea. Just I'll text Fred and I'll tell him to come on this week. Maybe tomorrow I'll come and talk about this.
I think a lot of people that have either been out of work or sick and have not been able to pay their rent. Their landlords, I'm sure, haven't been happy, but they've been forced to kind of side their firearms and not be able to take people to court. But that's all changing. Like we said, the courts are reopening, and there's certainly going to be, I would say, a significant amount of filings, both on the part of the landlords and a part of businesses trying to exercise their rights now at obtaining money that they believe they're owed. So a lot of people now will have legal problems and need real lawyers handling those legal problems for them.
Well, Adam, let's not overlook, I mean, look, granted, there are a lot of people out there that legitimately haven't been able to pay their rent because they're sick, because they lost their jobs and so on, and they should have protection. By the same token, though, there are unscrupulous people out there that take advantage of the system. There are tenants out there, I have no doubt, all right? Because I've heard of a few from different people that basically can't afford to pay the rent, but know that they can't be touched, that that there's a moratorium on evictions. So basically said, you know what, I'm not going to pay my rent. And they've been able to get away with it until now. So now the court's going to reopen. So people like that, landlords are going to be able to go after them now.
Okay, all right. A lot happening right now as we open up. I hope everything gets better, because I'm hearing about spikes in different states and all of that, and hopefully,
even the administration so they put out a news flash this weekend saying that they're expecting a second wave in the fall now. Right? Maybe they saw the 15% spikes across the country in different places like Oklahoma, for instance. So maybe to try to get ahead of the curve a little bit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's called Cruising with a Case Handler. If you have personal injury and immigration questions, now is the time to actually post them on our Facebook page in the comments section. You may visit our Facebook page. Adam, your page?
My page is thecasehandler.com, or that's my website. But everybody out there, on Facebook, just check out the Case Handler or Adam Handler. Well, actually, don't Adam Handler. I think maybe my personal page, but check out the Case Handler, and of course on Instagram, the Case Handler. I'm looking right now. Looks like there's some people posting questions on Facebook with respect to immigration questions. So let's make sure that we get to those before the top of the hour. But again, my name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. I am the personal injury partner at Pollack, Isaac DeSico. I've recovered over $120 million in my career for victims of negligence. And my phone number is 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID-LAW. Actually, very funny. A few minutes before the show started, Conrad, we got a couple of people calling in for immigration consultations and specifically asking for certain attorneys. I don't want to embarrass the attorney, but they called and said, yes, I'd like a consultation with so-and-so. which is great because it means that people are listening, and the reputation of attorneys are really getting out there into the community. You know, I've always focused my practice on personal injury, and for so many years, you know, well over a decade, you know, 15 years, I've been promoting what I do, and that's, again, you know, helping victims of negligence. But it's only recently that we expanded our marketing platform to include the immigration attorneys that I've always worked with, but, you know, never had the right opportunity, you know, to promote what we do at the firm until David said to me, hey, we got to get these immigration guys on Cruising with the Case Handler. And it's been an overwhelming response. Literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have been getting their immigration questions answered for absolutely free. And of course, you know, now that we've been working on these cases, we've already had, you know, successful results for our immigration clients. Nelson, wasn't there something about a week or so ago, we got citizenship for somebody?
Correct. Someone had applied for citizenship on their own. They received what's called a notice of intent to deny. Basically, the person had unfortunately made a false claim to citizenship.
Allegedly made a false claim to citizenship.
Allegedly. The officer issued what's called a notice of intent to deny, which is basically giving them one last opportunity to clarify.
That could, if it was, they could have been put in removal proceedings.
Absolutely.
I want to make that point clear, because people, I'm sorry to interrupt you, attorney.
They do it on their own. But
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but listen, I know people out there like, oh, it's just filing your citizenship. You file this form and you're good, and that's it. Everything is good. I don't need no attorney. Squeeze, shut up, man. Come on, I got this. I can do this myself. Next thing, they're going home. Probably
this client,
you know,
this client, if the government had been victorious in their allegation, not only would they have been put in removal proceedings, but yeah, they'd be going home. Go ahead, Nelson. I'm sorry.
So basically, we responded. You know, although we had 60 months, I'm sorry. Although we had 2 months, we had an additional 60 days to respond. We nevertheless timely responded. And the person is now scheduled for an oath ceremony. So our response was successful. So
yeah, we're going to ask this person to come on the show after he gets sworn in.
Okay. And basically, once again, ladies and gentlemen, what the attorneys are pretty much saying is that they're actually right now, you know, helping out a lot of people who have been calling. Now, I must commend the people who have actually retained the firm. Let me speak for 2 seconds here, guys. Well, I'm lying. 60 seconds. Let me commend all the people who have been watching the show, listening to the show on 93.5 FM, the ones who not only got the free consultation, the freebie, but the ones who actually retained, hired the attorneys at PPID, Pollack, Isaac, and Desico. All right, let me commend all the ones out there who know, God forbid, they get hurt in an accident or on the construction site or medical malpractice, that they have the number for Adam Handler, 844-774-3529. I must commend those individuals, because you now know, in my words, you have the best attorneys. They can't say it, but I can say it because it's the truth. All right. So once again, I say, gentlemen, thank you so much for doing a wonderful job for our people. You have more than demonstrated what it is that you're quite capable of, and congratulations to that person, as you guys have true success stories. We're going to be bringing them on. There's a question here on Facebook before we get to the others. Anyone got their Facebook up? Yeah. It says, good morning. Can you get extension on a 6-month visiting visa?
Yes.
Just call 844-774-3529.
We
did it for a personal injury client.
We do it for a lot of people.
Did it for a personal injury client of mine.
Okay. Basically, you can apply for an extension. The Immigration Service has actually been a little bit more lenient on these applications given the pandemic situation. So there have been a lot of people that haven't been able to leave for health reasons, or either themselves or family members that are taken care of. So the extensions have been granted pretty, they've been a lot more easily processed of late than normally. Typically, you need to show that you have the ability to support yourself while you remain here, and that you have family back home, and that you have an intention to return back when the time comes. It's a good idea to have an open ticket, submit a copy of that open ticket back home with your application. But otherwise, it's not that complicated right now. Of course, the one problem we face with these extensions is that they take time. They typically take anywhere from 3 to 5 months to get a decision. So if you've already been here for 3 months and you only have 3 months to go, you submit your application today, you might not have a decision until 4 months from now, and your stay expires in 3 months. In that situation, you have a bit of a predicament, which it's a fairly complicated how to deal with it. That you need a lawyer for. So if that is your situation, I suggest you call us, and we could give you more specific personal advice.
Okay. All right. Once again, the number is 844-774-3529. Call that number for the attorneys. 844-774-3529. For immigration or personal injury, reach out to them. Store the number 844-PPID law. Here's another one. I have just received the I-797 notice of actions stating that our case has been forwarded to the NVC. My priority date is 8/29/2012. My notice date is 6/4/2020. What will be the next course of action? What is the timeline from now to getting an interview?
No idea. What's his priority? I mean, it's great. He gave us a priority date. He didn't tell us what kind of case it is. Did his father apply for him? Did his brother apply for him? Did his wife apply for him? Yeah. Every category is different. If it's a sibling case, 2012, he's probably got another 5 to 10 years he's going to be waiting. Also, what country is he from? I can't answer that question. We need more details.
All right, here's another one. Hi, everyone. My mother is a green card holder and currently in her home country for the last 11 months. She's not interested to go back to the United States and want to cancel her green card. Could you guys please tell me the procedure how to cancel that?
Do nothing. Stay abroad.
Well, that's one way. Once she's out of the country for more than a year, she loses her status. But if she really wants to give it up that badly, when the consulate reopens, go in and say, hey, guys, I don't want to go back to the United States. I don't want my green card anymore here.
I don't like hanging out with that orange guy. You know.
Exactly. I don't like the way your political situation is going. I'm going to stay here in Nicaragua, where it's real, or Costa Rica, where we have a real democracy, and keep your green card. I don't want.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you know, one of the things that she could potentially do, because she may want to visit the United States, she could actually, and you guys let me know if this is possible, she could actually get her green card canceled and get herself a visitor's visa, correct?
Yeah, actually, that's why I would, rather than just doing nothing and waiting, you know, which will by operation of law terminate her lawful resident status, I would sooner take the card, go into the consulate, tell them I don't want to be a permanent resident anymore, but I'd like to visit occasionally. And that's right. She would be eligible at least then, or more likely to get a tourist visa in that situation. So that's how I would take it.
Or become a citizen.
Yeah. Because she's been out of the country she's been out that long. If she's been out that long, she's probably not going to be eligible for a while.
Right. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, see how knowledgeable these attorneys are. And I'm learning every day from them. Okay, they will be paying for my law school education real soon. A lot of smiles going on their face, and I'll be.
We're not paying for your law school education, brother. We are just going to teach you. We're going to give you homeschooling, right? Nelson's going to administer the bar exam. It's going to be wonderful. Listen, I don't know anybody that's been hanging out with lawyers more than you have. 17 years, man. You've been actually. How long have you been doing law shows?
It's like since 1996.
Yeah, so a long time. You've been around a lot of lawyers.
Right. That was my question. So, being that you've been around a lot of lawyers, is it blatant to see through the BS, or do you still get bamboozled from time to time?
No, I can see through the BS.
and how do we stack up compared to other attorneys you've worked with?
No, come on, gentlemen. I mean, if everyone who is listening to the show, and know that I've been on the station since 1996, they know what I have been through. And for the mere fact that you guys are still on and still here with me, and we do this every single day, people are not silly. They're not stupid. They're not dumb. They're like, oh, yeah. Squeeze found a gold mine of attorneys, because that's what you guys really are. You've got so much knowledge. I mean, look, you're talking about a firm that's been around for approximately 60 years. You're talking about having, someone on the team that's got, Conrad says it all the time, close to 67, 70 years of experience in immigration law, the general who has links with the Department of Homeland Security, links with immigration. You're talking about a maverick, a man who knows certain cases inside out when you come to him. You're talking about the man who's running the firm, Conrad Pollack. You're talking about Adam Handler, who has settled over $120 million. There's no comparison. You're at the top. There is absolutely no comparison. What I like more than anything before we get to the top of the hour, what I like, Adam, what I like about this firm, and this is the only firm that this has happened. What I love about this firm, and people listen to this. Everyone that you hear speaking with me, they actually are practicing attorneys. They work on your case. They'll go to court. They'll deal with everything. They are practicing attorneys. And that's what I love about you guys. You guys just don't get on the phone, talk to someone, and that's it. You never hear from them. So I must commend you, Adam Handler, Nelson Madrid, and Conrad Pollack for what it is that you're doing and being here on 93.5 WVIP FM. So I'm going to give out your number, and I want everyone to dial it and say, hey, happy belated Father's Day to these gentlemen. The number is 844-774-3529. Dial that number and say, hey, I'm storing your number. God forbid I get hurt in an accident or someone does. I'll pass on 844-774-3529. I have immigration issues. I want to find out, how do I go about getting my green card? How do I adjust my status? How do I file for my citizenship? You're going to dial 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Okay. There's criminal defense. There's real estate law. I do believe that Attorney DeSico is coming on this week, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you come on tomorrow. I'll try to get him on tomorrow.
So once again, 844-774-3529. You dial right now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone will get a free consultation, free phone consultation off the air with an attorney, which you've got to call now. Once again, the number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Make the link, make the call. Some people do call me, and then I'll conference the attorney, and then I'll let you guys go. But just store the number, call the number, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Cruising with a Case Handler, 8:30 a.m. weekdays. Make sure you check us out right here. We are ready, willing, and able to help you. 844-PPID-LAW. Thank you so much, 93.5. We continue on Facebook.
It's 9 o'clock.
All right. Let's continue with some questions here. I know Adam wants to end early today. And
my daughter, my middle daughter, Marielle, it's her 5th grade graduation. So I was telling Nelson, they're doing this drive-by graduation. So
you're doing the same thing.
So
you're doing the same thing I did. Yeah.
I got that on Friday. Actually, it's coming Friday.
I'll give everybody a full report tomorrow morning on the show. How you can conduct a drive-by graduation.
Listen, I know it's going to be cool, with you, man, and your daughter. So that's gonna be great. It's a good feeling, you're gonna get a little bit teary-eyed. Let me just give you a heads up there, Adam.
All right.
And you're gonna be bawling in that car, man. All right, so let's get you, Adam. I need a true success story before I continue with an immigration question right here. All right, sure. So I need one of your true success stories of your cases that you have settled for a client.
We'll talk about a case we're just wrapping up right now. $100,000 settlement. Individual was in a passenger in a motor vehicle, and somebody started backing out of their driveway and backed into the car and backed into her side of the car. So extensive damage to the side of the vehicle. She was taken to the hospital with a right shoulder injury. The impact happened on her right side. Wound up having a surgery to her right shoulder, and it was insurance with Geico. They did not want to offer the $100,000 insurance policy, basically saying that you know, she has some pre-existing conditions in her right shoulder. I mean, that's generally the argument that most of the insurance companies make. They say either the injury is pre-existing or the client is faking it. You know, they've gotten better. It wasn't pre-existing, but now it's better and they shouldn't have to pay. But make a long story short, we battled it out. I was able to show that the injuries that she had were undoubtedly from this accident, and ultimately Geico did what they needed to do and decided to cough up the full 100,000. But I remember for a while, Geico was willing to pay, I forget, something in the high 70s. And a lot of lawyers would take it, you know, just be done with the case. You know, they take their fee, the client goes their way. But, you know, I understand, you know, the client has one shot at compensation. There are no redos. You know, we say it all the time, one chance, one choice, your case handler. And we're going to hold out as long as we need to make sure that we get the most money possible. My partners have never said to me, hey, handler, you know, can you just settle something so we can, you know, move on to the next file? We just don't do it. We'll hang on to a case as long as we need to make sure that the client is getting maximum compensation, because it's not about us, it's about the clients. And as long as we can do right by the clients and get them the most successful result possible, you know, everybody wins. And we're blessed with having more than one case. You know, some lawyers, they've only got a couple of cases, so they need to take a case and move on to the next one. We've got we're blessed with a healthy inventory of accident cases, so we can wait as long as we need to make sure that our clients get the most money possible. So $100,000 settlement, and we'll be paying the client this week. Very exciting.
Yeah, that's what
Finally, you're playing my theme song. Finally, for those watching on Facebook right now and listening, that Squeeze and I started that about 15 years ago, playing that song. And then, you know, when I was with the other broadcasters on the station later on the day, that would be the intro song and that would be the closing song. And hey, you know what? You know, remember Trump actually used that during the Apprentice. So we're cleaning it up. We're making that song classy again. That's the OJs, baby. And you're right, money, 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 money.
Oh man! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler, man, the case handler, man, the money man, the $120 million man, and I'm very happy that, you know, we're actually doing this, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get back to some questions now on immigration, but personal injury, very important that you all store the number 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Make the link, make the connection. Once again, Adam Handler, he's ready, willing, and able to help you all, ladies and gentlemen, when you get hurt in an accident. All right, let's get to another question here for immigration before we conclude, before Mr. Handler runs out. All right, here's one. I have a green card, but it expired on 6/17/2008. Can I apply for a renewal, or will they reject my card because I took so long to apply?
No, you can apply. Even though your green card expires, you still have a green card. You just have an expired green card. You don't necessarily lose lawful permanent resident status. So yes, you can apply now. I don't foresee it being an issue unless, you know, you have some sort of arrest or you've been outside of the United States for an extended period of time. Then you may potentially have a problem. Otherwise, you know, refiling should not be an issue.
Here's another one that is quite similar. By the way, folks, the number is 844-774-3529. If you want to get a free consultation from the attorneys, 844-774-3529. This one is quite similar, I think. My husband is a U.S. citizen, and he filed for a CR1 visa for me. We're now in the NVC stage. My mother-in-law is the household member, and her green card is from the 80s, which has no expiration date. When we uploaded it to CEAC, it says that her green card is invalid. She's living in the U.S. now for 36 years. Can she still be a household member for my husband? What that mean?
Yes, I'm not really clear on what the
Yeah,
mother has to do with any of this. It's
yeah,
irrelevant, to be
yeah.
honest.
That's what I was just.
I think they're just talking about it for affidavit of support reasons, because
Okay.
the amount of money that they have to make is determined partly by the number of people that are in the household, how many people there are to support. So you need more money if you have a family of 4 than if you have a family of 3, and so on. But they're applying for CR1 visa. It's not a visa. CR1 is a category where they're applying for the green card, meaning she's applying for the green card through marriage as a conditional resident, meaning they've been married for less than 2 years. Um, it's a standard case. She needs to demonstrate that it's a valid marriage, she can support her husband, or vice versa, and they'll get if it's approved, it'll be approved for 2 years. Prior to the 2-year anniversary of that green card being approved, they need to submit another application to show that they're still together. Has nothing to do with the mother.
Okay. All right. Another quick one here says, Hi, I'm a U.S. citizen. Can I sponsor my 10-year-old stepson directly?
The rule is, if you marry the mother of your stepchild before the stepchild's 18th birthday, yes, you can apply for your stepchild as your stepchild. So, assuming he's married to the 10-year-old's mother, he can apply for him and he can get him his green card. And if the kid entered legally, they can adjust status here in the US. If he didn't enter legally, they're going to have to do it consular.
They're going to have to do a what?
They will have to do it at the consular level, at the consular post. And because he's under 18, the child, even if he's here illegally, there is no unlawful presence, so he won't need a waiver. He will not need a waiver.
Okay, interesting. All right. Hi, I'm a U.S. citizen, and I petitioned for both my parents who received their I-551 visa. They were supposed to leave Jamaica by May 23rd, 2020. Visa is now expired. But because of COVID-19